Let's go from sport to business. Yuka is with me here on set. Yuka's starting with a major shift in the US's position over the sharing of that technology in making COVID-19 vaccines. Pharmaceutical companies, though, Yuka, they're pretty up in arms about this decision, aren't they?
They're not happy at all, are they, Stuart? Following that announcement from the Biden administration that it would support efforts to waive intellectual property rights on COVID vaccines, shares of Moderna plunged more than 6%. BioNTech also lost 3%, while Pfizer's shares didn't suffer much impact. As you can see there, Pfizer actually ended the day up in positive territory just slightly. Though blasted by the industry, Washington's change of mind could be a game changer in negotiations at the WTO, World Trade Organizations, to make more jabs available in developing countries.
Yeah, of course, vaccine manufacturers have been making huge profits, haven't they?
Well, actually, Pfizer this week announced huge profits. They didn't actually confirm their profits, but it said that its financial results for the first quarter saw $3.5 billion in revenue just from the vaccine in the first 3 months of this year. Now, it's also being criticised. Out of the 2.5 billion doses it plans to produce this year, Pfizer has committed just 2% of that output to COVAX, a program designed to help supply the jabs in poorer countries. Moderna, though, has committed more doses.
Let's move on and have a look at the rest of the global markets.
Well, trading here in Europe got off on a rather quiet note this Thursday. AstraZeneca's shares were up slightly at the open. As you can see, all up comfortably, but not that much movement in the market so far.
Now, China has announced it has indefinitely suspended an economic agreement with Australia.
Well, it's the latest in the worsening ties between the two countries and the first formal freeze of a diplomatic mechanism. Beijing says that it's all activities under the China-Australia Strategic Economic Dialogue has been shelved, saying recent measures by Australian officials have disrupted normal exchanges and cooperation between the two. Australia is one of China's biggest import sources, but bilateral relations have deteriorated over Australia's decision to ban Huawei from its 5G network, as well as over its call to investigate the origins of coronavirus. Australia's Trade Minister has called the decision disappointing.
Now then, to a perfect story for breakfast, as it is here in France at the moment. The European Union has given the green light to the sale, this is of an edible worm.
Well, the EU has approved dried yellow mealworm to come into its food market.
Yummy.
Edible insects are already a sizable market, though, in many parts of the world. And here in Europe, they could become the next hot ingredients, as they're known to be nutritious and environmentally friendly. Nick Rushworth has more.
Insects for sale, to add a twist to a dish, or to be eaten as an appetizer. This shop-cum-restaurant in Paris is run by Laurent Veillet. He's been specialising in insect-based merchandise for 3 years, with around 20 products on sale. He welcomes the EU decision to give mealworm official approval.
C'est un soulagement et un encouragement même. Avant, on les vendait sans que ce soit officiellement légal. C'était une période transitoire un peu. Donc c'était pas facile à assumer.
Dried yellow mealworm can be transformed into a flour that can be used in baking or to make pasta. This factory in eastern France is hoping to commercialise cereal bars using worm flour. The added value is the protein boost.
Pour les sportifs, pour les athlètes, pour les seniors, et qui a pour objectif en fait de favoriser la régénération musculaire.
But is the public ready to take a bite?
Ah, rien que d'y penser là, ça me dégoûte.
Donc, vous essaierez, vous? Je vais pas me précipiter dessus, hein, mais j'essaierai, je pense, oui.
Si c'est visuellement pas un insecte, c'est plus simple à manger. En effet, que ce soit de la farine, c'est plus intéressant. C'est moins effrayant.
Laurent is rustling up a dish. He's hoping EU approval will encourage the curious to come and have a taste.
Maybe one day it will become the norm here in Europe as well, who knows. Now, bidding is open for a ticket for a sightseeing trip to space.
to space, to suborbital space. Blue Origin, a space company run by Amazon's Jeff Bezos, is planning to launch its first suborbital flight on its new Shepard spacecraft on the 20th of July. The company is offering one seat on the first flight to the highest bidder of a 5-week online auction. The new Shepard spacecraft is designed to autonomously fly 6 passengers more than 100 kilometers above Earth into suborbital space. The trip will be very short, though. It won't travel to the moon, but passengers will be able to experience zero gravity for a few minutes through large windows. Let's take a listen to one of its designers.
Now, as you've seen, this is going to be an incredible experience for all of our customers. And certainly for our astronaut winner, the winner of this auction, they are going to, he or she will write him or herself into the history books, not just of spaceflight, but of history. And on top of that, they're opening the doors for other space explorers to pass through behind them.
July the 20th.
July the 20th.
Date in mind.
New Shepard spacecraft. Thank you very much. Yuka Roya with Business on France 24.